How's it going, everybody? I am the Texas Man. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and you guys hit that bell notification button to get notified of any and all upcoming videos coming out in the future here on the Texas Man channel. With that, we're going to be talking about The Mandalorian Episode 7, titled The Reckoning. I will have Episode 8, the final episode of Season 1, out for you guys in a couple days. I do apologize for the delay for both Episode 7 and 8 review. I've been busy pumping out some other videos for you guys, and I know that Season 1 ended almost a month ago, but because of the holidays and me making other videos, this is the soonest I was able to get these reviews out for you guys. So like I said, I apologize for the delay, but here we go, and let's roll. So as always, we're going to talk about the positives, negatives, and then give you guys my final review score. Yes, I'm wearing a Stormtrooper helmet, and I'm having a very hard time seeing out of this. It's amazing that anyone is able to wear this stuff in the movies and actually move around and not crash into anything. So, anyway, we get to see that Baby Yoda can use the Force, and he has the ability to heal people. So he ends up, Baby Yoda uses Force healing, heals this dude's poison arm, and it's so amazing and shocking. And then you see it in Rise of Skywalker, and you're like, oh my gosh, shoot me. There's still a recap available at the beginning of the episode, and at least it's an option that you can skip it. Yay! It only took 7 episodes for them to get that clue. The Mandalorian ends up doing a lot of revisiting. We get to see the ex-Resistance fighter from Episode 4 of this show. And so we get to see Cara Dune again. There's a lot of funny scenes. One of them was Baby Yoda trying to drive the Mandalorian ship. We get to see a lot of new and old returning aliens. We get a lot of cameos, and a lot of people end up returning from a bunch of past episodes. The I Have Spoken alien, we get to see him again, and he ends up getting left with the Baby Yoda to protect it from Imperial Stormtroopers. We also get to see the IG-11 unit from the very first episode of this show, and he is basically now a servant. We also get to learn that the I Have Spoken alien worked for the Empire, and we also get to learn that his name was Quill. And I thought that was pretty interesting. I know that probably in the first couple episodes they mentioned what the dude's name was of Quill, but it just didn't really matter to me all that much, and didn't care to remember. We also get the first fight scene of the Mandalorian versus Cara Dune, and it's a fist fight. And the best part of this episode, honestly, was when Baby Yoda uses the Force and he's Force choking Cara Dune. I was like, oh snap, that was really, really cool. What else about some positives? We get to see some Death Troopers in action, and we get introduced to a new villain, and they have some sort of funky upgraded new TIE fighter that we've never seen before. There is a quote-unquote pterodon bird attack scene during the nighttime in this episode. I think that was really cool, but also very it was just so we can kill off some characters and give some like action. It was just an action scene that just came out of nowhere, and I was like, okay, this doesn't add anything to the plot, but it was still cool. So yeah, to me it was a good positive. And then lastly, sadly, Mr. Quill, the I Have Spoken alien for this show, in the end of the episode, he dies. He's trying to protect Baby Yoda from these 2 scout troopers. He gets gunned down, and Quill dies. So, let me see if I can do this with my helmet on. I'm trying to cry, guys. Terrible impression, I know. For negatives, I honestly thought it was way too easy to make it where the Mandalorian recruits Cara Dune to join the fight against the Imperial Warlord and to end the manhunt against the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. It's just really easy. Like, oh, by the way, the Warlord, yeah, he's an Imperial. And Cara Dune's like, okay, I'm in. I'm like, you don't want to know the details. I kind of would. Honestly, this episode really felt rushed, and you really needed to be a lot longer. This episode was only like 41 minutes long, and there was just so much happening all at once. it needed to be longer for there to be some breathing time and for the episode to grow a little more, because it was just like it was constantly hitting you with information and action scene, and that's fine. But if you're going to do that, there need to be some breathing moments, and this episode didn't have time to breathe. Um, Honestly, I think also the IG-11 unit needing to be retrained and reprogrammed so it doesn't like drop boxes on aliens and needs to learn how to walk and eat and feed horses. I'm like, it's a droid. It's not a 2-year-old baby that needs to learn all these things. Put in a computer chip into it and be done. Also, I don't understand why the Mandalorian doesn't have a secure comm link at all. Like, the Mandalorian should be using secure comm link when he was talking to Quill. And Quill is like, Quill, are you safe? Are you safe? And it's like, the fact that the Mandalorian didn't use a secure comm link is the exact reason why the stormtroopers / scout troopers were able to find Quill and kill him and take Baby Yoda away. If Mandalorian only used secure comm links, which, by the way, exist in the Star Wars universe, Quill would still be alive. So, honestly, I had a blast watching this episode. Not as good as episode 6, but still very, very good. Definitely better than episode 4, and definitely better than episode 5 of this show. So, with that, guys, I'm giving Mandalorian episode 7, The Reckoning, a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in a couple days for episode 8 review. With that, you guys have a good one. Bye, guys. Quit staring at my helmet.